He's like, "What? You don't even watch baseball?" And we were both like, "No."
So, not a hot take.
Nobody watches baseball. That's not true. My Scottish roommate does.
Well, okay, I'll say this. Americans will watch football way before they watch baseball. Yeah. You know how I know that? So I've been to stadiums on a Friday night of baseball, and they're like half empty. Yeah. And their ratings are like literal garbage.
I can believe that.
It's also literally a dying sport because all the fresh blood in the sport just gets constantly like, they don't know the old rules of baseball. Baseball did not adapt ever, and it's
dying now because of it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Even though it's like one of the most diverse sports. Other than basketball. Basketball is easily the most diverse sport.
They got a lot of damn other people. They aren't white.
Well, they're not a lot of white, and I think actually I want to find this out. I want to say like 40% of the NBA is not from the United States.
Damn, no shit.
International players, blah blah blah. In 2020, 21% of the NBA came or were classified as international players.
20%?
Yeah, 21% right now.
Damn, man. That's cool, actually.
I want to see. That number is a little like, it's not skewed by any means, but
skewed by them foreign nationals.
NBA roster.
We gotta make sports American again.
Oh, here we go. Blah blah blah.
Not in my baseball. We gotta make sports American again. You know what I'm saying?
I think my 40% is 40% of the All-Star game this year was foreign born, which is pretty dang significant. Because that means 40% of the top players, which I feel like is probably more significant than just pure numbers. Because if you had like 30% that were foreign, 30-40, like none of them played, cool. You know? And then we found
$5
and then another $1 later, and then it was $5.
Welcome back to the And Then I Found $5 podcast. I'm your host, Colton, and this is my co-host, Tyler. I didn't fake you out that time. Are you proud?
Mostly.
Yeah. And before we get into it, make sure you guys check us out on Instagram at Then I Found $5 and on Twitter at 5_dollhairs. Everything's spelled out in words so that you can
that's a long handle.
So you can be so that you can be notified when the next episode is out.
Nice.
Because the podcast app that you probably followed us on wouldn't do that for you. Allegedly. Probably would.
Or it would.
You can also check us out on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I forgot we put that up.
All the episodes go up on YouTube. Not that they're any more fun to watch because there's still no video. Coming soon, maybe? No, I actually told myself I'm not going to do it unless we get 1,000 downloads.
Hear that, Ohio guy?
If we get 1,000 downloads, then I'll look into doing video.
Heck yeah.
But it has to be at 1,000 downloads.
Are we talking like 1,000 downloads total or like in a year?
I'm thinking like a single episode gets 1,000 downloads.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I was like, dude, eventually we'll get to 1,000 if we
keep at it.
If we just keep downloading.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, and I don't think it's realistic to be like 1,000, monthly listens or something, but an episode hits 1,000, that means we'll have a significant audience at that point.
Nice.
And not huge by any stretch of the imagination.
On any stretch of their imagination, they're so help me God.
Sorry, one nation under God. Shout out Gus Johnson. Please come on the podcast.
Please.
With Eddie.
That would be fun.
And then they can laugh at our setup.
No, by then, nothing will change. So true.
Maybe we'll have video by then.
Sure. Also, maybe by then, I'll rearrange this office so we're not like in the corner.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's some potential career things that are happening in my life outside of all this. And if those come to fruition, I may try to find a different place.
Heck yeah.
And then if I can get a place with an extra bedroom, I'll just set up a studio.
Flippin' nice, dude.
Because then we can just leave all this set up. We can, of course, you'd have to drive to me at that point.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's fine. That side of town's nicer anyway. So
yeah. And then, everything could be set up. It'd be easier to get like a video set up, and then leave it. And
True.
I'd have an office to write in, which would be pretty dope.
Then you can record your audiobook.
I don't think I have the voice for audio narration. I love audiobooks.
You don't want to be the guy that has to like. So, weird tangent. I'm
gonna drink some unbranded soda pop.
Smart.
Like it's a video podcast.
Whenever there's an audiobook guy, like narrator, some of them use very distinct voices for each character,
which I fucking love.
Oh, it's super fun. Like
it's
the
amazing.
guy who
Some
does,
of those guys are so good.
The guy who reads the Harry Potter one.
Who reads that there Harry Potter one? You know what I mean? The Harry Potter one.
That Harry Potter.
It's like the boy who didn't die or whatnot.
It's the boy that the book was burned on Friday.
So one time we were going to church and our pastor was like, "Praise the Lord, we're going to burn these books," and we burned all that witchcraft.
Oh, please don't turn on. Oh.
Copyright. This is Audible.
Dang it, I wanted to see who... I was trying to give credit where credit was due.
I would
don't know how to
vamp
do it.
for me. I can get it for you.
Okay, anywho.
I use Audible a lot, so.
He has a very good, one, not monotone way of speaking.
Harry Potter.
And two, he doesn't use a British accent. Unfortunately.
Harry Potter.
And three, he does very good, distinct voice. Jesus.
You mean Jim Dale?
Jim Dale, yeah. He's really good. He's brilliant.
He's brilliant. So I don't think... You know how there's Grammys and like
Tonys
and all these different awards for people? And then there's Hugo Awards and stuff for writers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I genuinely think there should be some kind of award thing that's mainstream for audiobook narrators. Because some of the performances are actually incredible.
I like self-narrated audiobooks.
I hate them.
I like them.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, author. You wrote the book?
Oh, but most of the ones that I listen to are written by people that you're like, oh, they wrote a book, and they're also like an actor.
Okay, I can.
So
I'm
then
okay
they're
with
like, then they're good.
Like Neil
Craig
Gaiman?
Ferguson has a really good.
Neil Gaiman does a phenomenal job narrating his own books, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of them, you're like, you stick to writing, bud.
I just imagine he's like, I'll just read what's on my screen here. Obviously, not everyone can be above average. God,
the worst is when they try to like give character voices, but they're not trained in voice acting.
So they're just like, and then he went over here, I said.
And you're just like,
said Ronald.
Shut up.
And then Harry, hey, Ron. And you're like, dude, doesn't sound any different except you just put a horrible accent over one.
Yeah, and the accents are bad, so I hate that. But mad respect. It's a lot of work.
Also, it's just long. Look at the
tell me about
time for, like, the first Harry Potter book is not that long. It's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours of just sitting in a room like... And then Harry went to his chamber.
And then Harry Potter went to his chamber.
Also, next one is 9 hours. Following is 11 hours, 50 minutes.
So I listened...
26 hours, 20 and 18, or 18 and 21.
I listened to a book series called The Stormlight Archives, and each book is, at minimum, like 45 hours. The longest one is like 53 hours.
God.
So much work. So much work. So much work to write it. I mean...
I think reading it's harder.
Hot take here. Reading a book is harder than writing it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure out all the words and how they meant that they were going to be written. Who cares? They had to type them all out or say them.
You got to know how punctuation works.
You have to know how to read.
Which, okay, all right, hang on. Hot take here though. It's harder to learn how to read than it is to write a book once you already know how to read and write.
I mean, your book doesn't have to be good, so that's probably
but the
true.
other thing is it takes you years to learn how to read and write. Years. most of your childhood, you're learning how to read and write at an increasingly advanced level.
And you're still like, what's this one? Dependent, kid. And you're like, dependent. And you're like, dependent. You're like,
and then your teacher's like, is that a independent clause or a dependent clause? And you're like, what the fuck does Santa have to do with anything?
Exactly.
My mom said he's not real.
You know why?
The rest of the class is like, oh, what?
And they're like, yeah. Look for tracks outside. Your parents planted
Santa
them.
Isn't real, and you're going to have to find a way to live off of minimum wage, idiot. Your life sucks. Your future sucks. Give up now.
I thought about more dark things. Like,
go do it.
Just like, you're going to go get a bachelor's degree, and no one will care or hire you.
You're going to get a dream, kid. You're going to have a dream that burns inside of you.
And
you're going to go get that liberal arts degree. And you're going to want to write your novels. And you're going to want to tell your stories. And then you're going to fucking work at Starbucks. And then you're going to lose your job because they lay you off. Because you're just another person. And then you're going to be on minimum wage for the rest of your life. And you'll never write a book. And you'll never matter. And no one will hire you because you got a stupid degree. And then you'll kill yourself. In a video game.
Oof. Woof. And then you'll make a podcast.
That was my motivational speech.
And then you'll make a podcast.
And then you'll make a podcast started by two white guys in Northern California.
No relation.
No relation to us. And it'll be, and then I tripped on the sidewalk. A story about failing in a post-modernized America.
Hey, you know what our next is sidewalks?
Roads.
Nice. Correct.
You know what you can do on roads?
Drive
like an idiot.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to, but it was...
You know what else you can do in roads real quick, though?
Yeah.
Play on traffic when you can't sell your book. In traffic, not on traffic. There's an overpass somewhere.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. All right, I've got way too dark. All right.
Yeah, okay, anywho.
We're going to take this back. People are idiots on the road, huh?
Yeah, imagine. So have you ever driven around a roundabout?
I've been around a few roundabouts in me time.
So whenever you come up to them, do you merge and turn to the right to get in the circle? Is this a counterclockwise situation?
Yes.
Oh, well, a Honda that I saw today didn't know that, apparently.
What happened?
So they were by a great establishment. I mean, top of the line, named after the greatest state in the southern part of the U.S. that no one wants to hear about.
Wait. Oh, my God. It was Texas Roadhouse?
No, it's Stupid Roadhouse.
What's the difference?
Nice. Yeah, so anyway, instead of taking the roundabout and then to the road to, like, the light, they just cut across it to the left and then turn to left. You know. Like how a roundabout works. Oh, wait, no, not at all.
Jesus Christ. What would they have done if somebody was already in the roundabout going their direction?
They would have honked at them and been like, what are you doing? Because that's how people are on
do
the
you
road.
think that they got confused and didn't know how to roundabout, or just were selfish, lazy people who thought they'd take a little shortcut?
Oh, definitely the latter. The weirdest part is, this roundabout is not like a big one. You know, like
I've
big
seen
ones that
I
are
actually
like...
know the one you're talking about, and it's...
That have like 6 roads on them, and they're like quarter-mile wide. Like, there was one in South Carolina. Jesus.
Sorry.
Anywho.
I was making a lot of chair noises there.
That was a round, like a baseball diamond. I don't know if you've ever seen the
diamonds aren't circular.
Well, let me get to it. When there's 4 of them, and then they have rounded outfields, so they make a circle. Like the
shit, you got me.
The sports complexes.
Damn it.
Got
okay.
Anywho, there was a roundabout surrounding that.
Wow, that's a big fucking roundabout.
Oh, it was huge. It was a huge roundabout.
How many lanes?
3.
Okay, that's not.
And then not super populated. Like,
there's a
not a really heavy traffic area.
Okay.
Most of the time.
But like you're saying, this one is a single lane roundabout.
Oh, and it's only to go to the other part of like, a block of, restaurants or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically just to get out of a parking lot.
It's literally to transfer between parking lots or to go to the light, and they like cut across it. So it was literally maybe saving 7 seconds, but instead they went backwards and cut across the 2 lanes of the traffic.
Question.
Like oncoming.
Question. Was it an SUV?
No.
Was it a pickup truck?
No. It was like a Honda Civic.
Oh. You said that already, didn't
with
you?
like a really bedazzled
license plate holder
thing.
Huh. Question.
Yeah.
Was it a California driver?
It was. Also, I've said this many times, probably not on this. California drivers, they're not any worse drivers than Texas drivers or South Carolina or Washington or New Mexico or any of the other places.
Bad, actually.
I mean, they were. However,
I've never seen that much road rage.
Than
when I lived
in New Mexico is really, really. New Mexico, it feels like don't tick people off.
Everybody's on edge in New Mexico, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Anywho, my eventual point is Americans are bad drivers. It's not one state. It's flipping Americans are bad drivers. And probably the world, but I've never experienced the rest of the world's drivers. So
yeah, I've never driven.
Withhold my...
I've also never driven in a foreign country, but...
I assume humans are bad drivers.
I think so.
Because I always hear that. People be like... Because when we lived in South Carolina, everybody, like when I was in the military, they come and they're like, these people are way worse drivers than where I'm from. And it's like, where are you from? California, Texas, New York. And it's like, that's what they say about you. Everyone is just bad here, clearly.
Yeah. The other one I hear is like, oh, California drivers are way worse, but you're also in Idaho where there's 7 people.
Oh yeah,
and you're like, well, of course driving is easier here. There's 7 of you.
Oh yeah, and then you go. Actually, good example.
Why are you all so white?
In Oklahoma, that was the thing I'd hear of like, oh, Texas, because theirs was always Texas drivers are the worst, blah 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 blah. And then you'd like leave any event, a football game, like the concert or whatever, and then you'd always be like, man, everyone sucks at driving here, and it's like, oh, weird. So when you put a bunch of Oklahoma drivers together, they're also really bad. So maybe it's not just Texas drivers are bad. Maybe all of you are.
Are you saying that if you get enough people from any state together, that driving's going to be bad?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That is some liberal bullshit.
That's why I'm proud to be a country boy.
To circle back a little, though. Oh, sorry, man. I cut that off.
No,
Proud to be an American.
No, there's an actual song called Proud to be a Country Boy that plays on some commercial I've seen. I'll see if I can find it. It's hilarious. I want to see if I can find it.
That was me dry heaving.
Let's see.
I
will get copyrighted for that, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Dang it. What if I played one of their ads?
You can play like... I think you're allowed to do like 50. Technically, under fair use, we actually can because we're commenting on it and stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
But you will still get copyright struck by YouTube. But whatever. Fuck it. Just play like 15 seconds of it or skip through it. We'll see. I'll roll the dice. I don't give a shit. It's not like I'm not monetized anyway. What are we worried about?
Yeah, that's a good point.
We don't even have an audience to monetize. But to circle back, I think that there's an argument to be made for Americans being worse drivers than a lot of other countries because we have bigger roads.
Do we?
Like in the UK, the roads were originally made for carriages and stuff, so they're much narrower. So people necessarily have to be more careful.
Oh, it's a John Denver song, I think. Hilarious.
I mean, obviously, like, there's examples of Germany has the Autobahn where there's no speed limit and shit like that, but we typically have, because I live with some UK roommates, and they always comment on how huge our roads are, how much space we have.
Yeah, this is it.
That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It is.
That's like old school country.
Yeah, it is really cringy in the video, though, because it's like a insurance commercial, and it's just like going between kids with boots on and kids. It is horrible. Every time I watch it, I'm just like,
I was expecting like the newer country, like I don't even know how to describe it. Like, yeah, I'm proud to be a country boy.
Oh no, that was John Denver.
Is he from Denver?
I don't know.
Is he like smoking weed?
Country music is like the only music that I refuse to listen to.
Let's alienate the country music demographic.
Smart.
No, I'm serious. Let's do it.
Okay.
What's the worst thing about a country music fan?
The fact that in Oklahoma, where I primarily grow up,
To put this in context, we both grew up as country kids.
Oh, like 100%.
Like boondocks, wrangling cows, fucking sleeping with your sister type country. Not that we were sleeping with our sisters, but we were in those types of areas.
My neighbor was definitely, and I don't say this in like hyperbole, was definitely a meth head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like, I remember a whole bunch of news stories of like meth houses burning down around where I lived.
One of them we saw burnt down on the school bus, like going in. We were like, wow, what's that? It's
and
like,
you'll read in the news later and you're like,
oh,
it was a meth house.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But anyway, that doesn't mean we have the right to make fun of people, but we're going to. Fuck them. Worst thing about country people, go.
Oh, people? Oh, jeez.
Oh, I did broaden the scope there.
Yeah, you did.
Well, let's do country music fans.
Oh, man.
And then we'll get to the people.
Well, that's simple enough. We all know.
Well, you don't like because they're simple?
Oh, simple life did me harm. I'm telling you.
I think it does, but continue.
Oh, that was what was in the song. The simple life never did me all harm.
No, simple life does you harm.
Yeah, because it's...
Makes you closed-minded prick.
Simple.
But you know what they say about an open mind? It's like an open wound prone to fester.
Oof. Jesus.
Stole that from Joe Abercrombie.
No, that's a brand of shirts.
Joe Abercrombie's like a phenomenal author.
No, it's a brand of shirts.
You're right. Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, worst thing about country music fans, go.
Oh, the fans themselves. Anytime they go, hey, check out this country music song, and then they play it.
All right, end of segment. I can't get any better than that. Oh my god.
Oh, quick thing also in the school bus. One of the main reasons
where'd the school bus come from?
That's where I saw the meth house burn down.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Because the only stations in Oklahoma is they have one rock station, 100.5, I think, the Cat.
Wow.
Yeah. They actually have a concert every year that actually has like your top music. They got the Slipknots, Van Sevenfold, Day to Remember, all those guys and stuff. Did you like?
It's just a bar of solid audio. Anyway,
that was the only non-country station. So obviously every morning, bus driver has music playing at just too loud. So I just put in earbuds maxed out with, just metal music.
How old were you when you got your first iPod or MP3 player, whatever your?
I think I got a iPod Shuffle, like one of the first ones ever. So that was like 2007, 6?
Okay.
Maybe 8. And it held like 150 songs. And it looked like... Oh, excuse me. It looked like a pack of gum. It was like that long. And like the same shape.
Was it one of the shuffles that had the screen?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, way before.
Oh, that was... I'm thinking of the Nano. The iPod Nano was the one that had the screen.
I did get it. That was my second iPod. Is I got a Nano, and I got that probably 3 years later.
Because they had two. The first Nano was actually like it looked like a smartwatch. Now it was like a little square, and then they turned it into more of a rectangle, and it had like a touch.
I had the pinwheel.
Yeah, because the first Nano was just a little square with a touchscreen.
No, the pinwheel was first because the touchscreens came later.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, the touchscreens came a little later. I think it was those models actually flipped, because the pinwheel was just like the OG iPod.
I think it must have had a touchscreen. No, because the Nano that I'm thinking of was big, but it had a home button. Yeah.
The Shuffle. You're talking about the second generation Shuffle that was this big and just had the buttons.
Because my first Nano was a little square with a screen, and then my second Nano, which was a much later generation, was a rectangle and I had a home button. But I think it was a touchscreen still.
Oh, yeah. I know what Nano you're talking about.
I think so.
I think they had the iPod Touch by then.
They did, but I didn't get anything that played music till I was like 14 because my parents didn't trust them.
Because they
I don't know why. Because music is the way the devil sings to people, I think, or something like that. Because country living, gotta stay safe from the devil.
That's hilarious because Christian world is a lot about hymns.
Yeah, lots of singing. Oh my god,
that's
so much singing.
That's a weird take to have. I get if they're like, we don't want you to listen to that devil music, because I mean, at least that follows some chart. But just music, what?
Yeah,
I mean, unless they're talking about secular music, of course.
Secular worldly music. I don't like none of this here worldly music, boy.
Well, we lost our conservative crowd right now.
Yeah, fuck. Who else can we offend right now? You know what I hate about liberals?
Let's get them out too.
Yeah, let's get rid of every demographic.
You know the worst part about liberals? I don't know if you noticed I'm holding my cup.
Yeah, you're holding it like a real man would.
On my stomach.
Get it on your belly and make sure you talk like real deep, like you have a hard time keeping enough breath in your body to get the words out. Oh, man. Oh. Sorry, a little indigestion.
Carter, are you going to cut all that out? Or like... What if that was just the entire thing? Or just...
You know what the worst part about liberals is? They're goddamn pussies.
Oh, man.
Tell me you haven't heard someone say that. Seriously.
Oh, like all growing up.
Yeah, like they would say it in dead seriousness.
Yeah. But granted, back when we were growing up, it was a lot less. I don't want to be like we're most divided ever, but it wasn't as like apparent. People were just kind of like, oh yeah, liberals are stupid and they're in California.
Liberals are stupid and wimpy, but they're not real men. But now it's like, liberals are stupid and I want to kill them.
Yeah, it's gotten way more like aggressive.
Like legitimately, I've talked to conservatives back home who would like jump at the chance to shoot a liberal if they could.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's how crazy it is right now.
Yeah, it's wild. Like that definitely has changed significantly. Maybe it's just the back then people didn't ask. Maybe it's the difference of social media and people like putting thoughts out and constantly being like, "What's your thought on this thing?" Because I feel like it used to be people didn't ask; they would just small talk and move on, and then they had their friends, and then that was it.
I think it's that, and I think it's the mass like availability of misinformation that social media is allowed. We can quote unquote learn things in seconds. We can share an idea in minutes. And it just, all these things that used to take so much time to foster because information spread so much slower can foster so much resentment so quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
That we're super polarized. And then we are in a very, very polarizing political climate right now where, I mean, look at Fox News or CNN. Both sides are always going, you know, liberals this is the liberals' fault. And then conservatives this is the conservatives' fault. So when your two main news outlets are just incredibly inflammatory,
oh yeah, it
just divides the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why I don't watch the news.
That's why I don't watch the news. That's why I stay as uninformed as possible.
I do. I can't remember who I heard this from who it was exactly. Obviously, I wouldn't name them anyway, but they did the like. That's what I watched none of that freaking garbage news. Anyway, so I was listening to Tucker Carlson the other day.
Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
What do you mean you're not watching that horrible news? I was like, I don't watch Fox, I don't watch CNN, and I pretty much stick to like MSNBC, high level, this is kind of things that happen.
Yeah, I usually go to like NPR.
Or NPR, yeah.
Because they're pretty, I mean, they're liberal, I guess.
From what I've seen on the charts, they're like a tick over on liberal.
But they're mostly, for the most part, everything they report on is just, here's what happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty down for just what happened news. Not.
Yeah. A good one is to go to like the BBC as well.
Yeah, BBC's pretty good.
Especially about like American events, because then they're just like, this is what happened.
They're like, America's doing this. Apparently one side wants to kill the other. Oh, wait, that's both sides? Oh. Apparently they want to kill each other. Well, hopefully America doesn't die tomorrow. Okay, in other news, Liverpool won again, or whatever their news is about.
The Italians won again.
The Italians.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. That's why I don't like politics, because politics is for them commie bastards.
Everybody knows that.
Damn it, now we lost our communist.
You know who else was a communist? McCarthy.
Yeah, communist.
I actually can't remember. Was he the one that was claimed? Or, I don't remember. Was McCarthy the blaming person? Or the person that got blamed? I don't remember anymore. For McCarthyism in the 50s.
I don't either. No, he wouldn't have. He was the blamer.
He was
He's
the
the
blamer?
reason. Yeah, he was fighting communist atheism. He was the blamer. He's the reason.
Okay, yeah,
he was
that's
the
who it
reason
was.
we have God and the Pledge of Allegiance, all that, because we're trying to get rid of them atheist commie bastards.
Yeah. Also the blacklist.
Hollywood blacklist. Which the only reason I know about that is because of you.
That was basically what my cinema
What is
class
the
was.
communist blacklist? The communist blacklist. The Hollywood blacklist. What was that?
It was OG cancel culture.
Because they were communists.
Except they literally got put on a list of like, don't hire these people. Like they got put on the blacklist.
That's ethical.
Yeah, most of them still worked again. I think there was like 15, but a good like 6 of them never like returned to Hollywood ever. Like end of career, as far as I remember. It has been a little bit since I studied that. But
Sounds
was,
like sympathizer talk to me.
yeah, I mean, one of them was, I don't remember. There's one significant actor that I like knew the name of, but I couldn't tell you offhand.
John Wayne.
No, he ain't no communist. He played.
John Wayne was
Cowboys.
a real American.
Hey, guess what school John Wayne went to?
What this?
USC.
USC.
He did.
Excuse me.
Here's some John Wayne facts. Are you ready for this? His real name is Marion Morrison.
I actually knew that.
He played offensive lineman for USC and was
I also knew that.
All-American.
And he started out as just a state, like a grippy or something like that, stagehand.
You say groupie?
No, gripper or whatever, like the lights guys and shit. He was like a helper, and then he got put on the stage to fill in for somebody.
Nice.
Basically.
I didn't know how he got the start. I knew more of I knew the sports history of it. Mostly because
sense that he would be in sports. He was a big ass dude.
Yeah, and it was back in the when were his movies? They were like 60s.
They started in like fucking super black and white era.
Shoot,
Like his early John Wayne movies were the same story over and over again, and they're black and white Western movies.
yeah, it was like
back in the era when they would tie ropes to horses' front legs and then rip them out from underneath them so they could simulate the horse being shot and then break their legs and have to shoot the horse because they basically killed it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they had the disclaimer of no animals were hurt.
And their
making this movie.
stuntmen would like literally actually take the fall. And stuntmen got beat to hell and broken and
That's still more or less
barely
true.
got paid. Well, but stuntmen have like protections now.
Oh, I mean, they definitely have
Get
more worker
paid
rights, but
yeah.
they still very much are like, go get caught on fire. Like,
Yeah.
all right, but at least it's not gasoline anymore. Like it.
Yeah, and they
used to
actually
be.
know how to do it without burning somebody.
It
And
used
they
to
have
literally.
safety and fire safety and all this shit.
It used to just be like,
Well,
they're
sorry,
like,
we messed up. You're burnt to death.
so
Great shot, though. All 6 frames.
better yet, they're like, nah, I didn't get it. I guess we'll just cut it. It really wasn't that important anyway.
Maybe we can change this and we'll use him for the scene where the Indians burnt the house down. Because the Indians were always the bad guys. The Native Americans.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean that was all westerns back in the day.
Yeah, and it was all straight blackface in those early movies, too.
Oof.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, good times. Back when cinema was not problematic at all. Just like
Sure,
it
it got
still
better.
isn't problematic.
Yeah.
Because Harvey Weinstein,
What did he do?
like, sexually harassed and molested and cajoled and did a whole bunch of horrible things to women.
Oh.
And got convicted for it.
Oh, nice.
I believe he was convicted for it.
Well,
Or they're in the process.
I was gonna say, I was like, or he got the classic
Not
like
in-
6 week
Yeah.
in a minimum prison in his own house.
Not a good feller.
Well, that was positive.
That was positive. This whole podcast has been a pretty positive podcast. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by
Ruby's.
Have you ever wanted
a chicken wing?
Also, we can't do an actual real place.
Yeah, that's true. Ruby's is a real restaurant.
Today's episode is brought to you by Tubies.
Tubies?
Tubies.
Oh, it's two of the letter B.
Yeah,
and
Tubies.
So they spell it TWO B's S?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Tubies, where you can get all your local
farm-raised organic
ammunition.
Have you ever had a burning desire to defend your property from those pesky home invaders?
Well, then I got a gun/ammunition for you.
Stop on by at Tubies for your specialty ammunition needs.
And not only is it made with gunpowder,
it's made with love. The love of the kill.
The love of the kill and fertilizer. That is not a bomb joke.
We sell shovels. Because after you shoot that home invader, you're going to need a place to put him.
Not only, you'll need a flipper. Why? So when you shoot them in the back, you can flip them. Shoot them in the front.
We have world-class golden spatula for the flipper.
Oh.
SpongeBob would disapprove.
Would he disapprove?
Well, okay, we'll have to talk about that in a second.
Oh, okay.
But stop on by Tubies today and use our code Freedom for America Murder Fantasy .podcast to get a box of free 22 caliber ammunition
and a free box of BBs on the side.
And
get it because that's like the name.
Yeah. We also got in a fresh stock of Creedmoor 6.5 if you need to do some of that sniping.
That went over my head. I don't.
Yeah, Creedmoor 6.5 and I personally carry myself a 44 Magnum handgun.
Do you keep it under the seat of your car?
It's a super Red Hawk.
Do you keep it under the seat of your car?
With a plus B plus barrel. Oh man, you can shoot 340 grains. Rolls through it.
I feel like this is coming from a place of like truth.
Yeah. Well, I told you I carry one on me at all times. Anyway, back to the advertisement. We're gonna go ahead and We're gonna go ahead and hook you up with your own 9mm compact Smith & Wesson, just for your protection. We have them in hot pink for the lady folk out there.
Is there camo options?
We have hot pink camo. We got street camo. We got navy camo. We got sky camo. We got woodland camo. We got desert camo in case you need to go to Afghanistan. We got all the camos. We got car camo so you blend in the car park. Ask me another question so I can answer it and sound like I know something.
Would you like a gun question, or are you just talking general?
I just want to talk about. I want to flex my American boner right now.
Oh, okay. How many freedoms does one 50 cal ammunition pack?
It packs all the freedom a God could have given you, because you can blow a coyote in half from 1,000 yards. God damn it!
What about a mile?
I mean, if you're good, but you gotta be real good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like SEAL Team 6 sniper good. Which incidentally I could have been on, but I was too badass, and they said, "Nah, you'll kill too many people."
Did your brother also want to be a Marine, but he would have punched a drill sergeant in the face?
Yeah, he would have been. They were like, "You're too violent because you don't respect authority, but we really respect your badassness." So now he's a civilian militia guy.
Oh.
So anyway, stop on by 2Bs to get your ammunition needs. Thanks 2Bs for sponsoring the podcast.
Thanks 2Bs.
I think.
Or not.
I mean, they really stand for everything we stand for.
Come in there if you want to listen to...
Gross, no.
If you want to listen, what was that song I was playing earlier?
Oh, proud to be a
Thank God I'm a
country boy.
Thank God I'm a country boy. We'll be playing 1 out of every 4 songs.
Yeah, that and the fucking... Who the hell did it? Shit. I want to put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. Toby Keith. We'll be playing lots of Toby Keith.
Oh. That song. I swear, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard that song.
I remember being like, back in my younger, more conservative days, being like such a raging patriot boner when I heard that song for the first time.
God, I should join the army.
God, no, I want to.
Maybe the Marines.
I want to join the Marines. That's who I tried to join.
I want to join the Marines. Then I could kick down a door. I could shoot some person in the head.
Shoot some person that is different than me, so I don't really think they're people.
I mean, you just described most military. That's good.
Also, most country people. You know what we should do with the Middle East? We should just nuke it.
Turn it all on the glass.
That's literally things people would say seriously where I grew up.
Oh, same. Yeah, I heard that argument.
Yeah, all the time. They're like, it wouldn't be a problem if we just nuked it.
They're like, the best course of action, in my humble opinion. What if we just killed an entire, what is that, a subcontinent?
Yeah.
Let's kill an entire subcontinent.
Kill an entire subcontinent. While we're at it, we'll get everybody who is most likely a certain religion in that area. We'll go and kill all them too.
And then
I'm gonna be like, I
think
it's super barbaric that they kill gay people over there. But then I'm also gonna say that we should get rid of all the gay people.
I was gonna say, and then we'll preach freedom of religion.
And then we'll preach freedom of religion.
Be like, we need freedom of religion. Why'd you kill that whole subcontinent? Well, they was a different religion.
They was a different religion. They weren't real people anyway because they were different than us.
And they pray to a different god, even though it's
we're
not.
so fucked as a species. Holy shit.
You think if aliens came, they'd just like,
oh. I mean, I think if aliens came, they'd be like probably anthropologists of some kind, and they'd be fascinated by it, and they would study us.
They just hang out.
They'd be like, it's actually really interesting to observe a study in the transition period between like type 1 civilization to type 2, and how there's still all this tribal infighting, but they're also developing these technologies at an exponential rate. They're like in this crux of where they're either going to self-annihilate or move past those difficulties. I mean, fascinating paper for an alien.
I was going to say, they just, here you go.
Okay, I'm right on board.
Here's a novel.
Is God going to be in it?
Here's a novel for you.
Okay.
Aliens, they come down. They're straight up just filming a documentary.
Okay.
It's Planet Earth, but like for them. And it's a really popular TV show. And they're the ones introducing little subplots like the murder hornets and COVID. And they're like, all right, on next season, we're going to release a pandemic into the world. Let's see how they do. And everyone's like, man, I hope there's like different people that cheer. And they're like, God, I hope Team America just comes out and does this.
It's called Love Planet.
Love Planet.
Instead of Love Island.
Oh, nice. Earth, the surviving race. I don't know. Working title.
Planets. : Naked and afraid in the universe.
Yeah, they just go look at all our things and they're like, we should mix all these together. The survival top survivalist of Naked and Afraid, the documentary. AKA the Truman Show.
There's a Rick and Morty episode where that basically happens.
Oh, nice.
You haven't seen it, but it's a planetary alien singing competition. The aliens come down, hold Earth hostage. They have to win the singing show, and then they take Earth and they teleport it somewhere else, and they pit the planets against each other.
Oh my god. Beautiful. Do we fight the Covenant or like?
Yeah, except the grunts. Grunts are good guys in this one.
Oh, okay, good. I like them grunts.
Yeah,
they just run around and
especially the ones
want to have a birthday party.
Bomb.
They just want to have a birthday party.
Yeah, when you shoot them in the head, oh, that makes me so happy.
Totally unrelated.
Cal sniper.
I do love when you kill a brute and all the captain. Brute. What's their leader guy?
So it depends which era. Because the elites were the leaders for a while, and then the elites got kicked out and became brutes.
Halo 3.
Brutes.
And when you kill them, and then all their little guys would go like, oh no, run and they would just run away.
Brutes were the leaders in that because
Yeah.
they supplanted
Oh,
the elites.
I actually don't
That's
know.
why
a
one
lot
of the
lore.
elites was on your side. I don't know that much either, but
I only know that the Arbiter changed sides and that he's your buddy, and I played as him more than I did Halo. Or
more than you did Halo.
More than I did Halo. More than I did Master Chief.
He
starts with sticky grenades, all right?
I mean, yeah. But you get the DM, or not the DMR, the battle rifle.
Yeah.
With Master Chief, which is better.
Yeah, it's way better.
Hey, Halo Infinite comes out in December.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Dude, the video game slate is about to ramp
Loaded, dude.
up.
Also, they
Good thing I'm in school, huh?
They did an open beta for Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Did they?
Yeah, I didn't get in it on it, but
Oh, I totally missed it too.
yeah, it's a good thing you're in school.
Yeah.
Do you get a Christmas break?
Yeah.
Okay.
December teens, somewhere in the teens.
I've
to
told
like
myself
January 9th.
I'm not gonna go get my master's until January, so
Nice.
I have a few more months. I want to finish my book, or at least get it to a place where it's close to finished.
Yeah. And then you'll release it, and then you'll be a top author, and then you'll be like, I'm not doing a flipping master's. You'll be an author.
If somehow I released it and it started making me shit tons of money, then no, I would not go get a master's.
See, that's what you gotta do. You start the master's, and then you jinx your book, or reverse jinx it. And then it goes really popular, and you go, oh, well, I wasted a semester on this master's. And you're like, wait a minute, did I though? I'll just go be an author now.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Or we could just become podcasters, but
that'd be dope.
Dope too. Although my thing is like, if we keep the podcast going, either it'll pick up steam and it'll help me advertise my book, or my book will come out and people will be interested in who I am, and then they'll find the podcast.
Oh, and then they'll be like, I'm not fucking reading this book anymore.
Like, oh, fuck that guy.
It's like, you see that guy? He lives in Northern California. I hate Californians.
Probably a liberal.
He probably wants self-driving cars.
He probably believes in climate change.
He probably wants electric cars.
He probably does.
Ones with cameras.
He actually does, even though he drives an 8-cylinder. Like a fucking goddamn...
Country boy.
Goddamn eco-terrorist.
Country boy, I love you.
Have you seen the... Oh, no.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that little girl.
Yeah. It's
because she's clearly... And I don't know if you... I'm sure everybody knows that meme. It's like a...
It's a Vine.
It's a little... Yeah, Vine. It's like a little country girl who's like, country boy, I love you. And then she does like a wow thing with her tongue.
Oh, that video's like 5-6 years old now. She's like...
So she's like a little girl who doesn't know better and immortalized herself on the internet with like
forever.
The cringiest video on earth.
Forever. And she's in high school
just
now.
A little girl who didn't know any better at the time.
She's in high school now.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It's either made her super popular or it's the worst thing ever.
I feel bad for her. Because I cringe when I see that video.
Because I know some people, at least growing up, could turn like embarrassing situations into like a positive for them.
Yeah.
So like hopefully that's what happened with her, right?
Hopefully she's super like self-confident. Or has zero self-confidence because it utterly destroyed her.
I don't feel like there's a middle ground, honestly.
There's one or the other. Like, I feel like the I Like Turtles kid is probably doing just fine.
Oh, that kid is doing great. I would wear a shirt that said I like turtles if I was that kid.
And the little kid who was like, I've probably never been on TV before, the probably kid.
Oh, yeah, the probably kid.
I feel like he's probably doing fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely. Probably.
Also, he was a super cute little kid, so.
Like, yeah, I feel like those, when your video is like funny, but not really like super cringe, it's just turtles. Like, you're like, I like turtles. And you're like, nice. I'm pretty sure that kid went on like Tosh.0 like 3 times.
I hope so.
I know he went on it once. I watched it back when Tosh.0 was a popular show.
Love that video because of like his makeup too. He looks like the dead
zombie thing,
ghost thing, but he's like, I like turtles.
Oh, in the Tosh.0 thing, they dress him up as a turtle, and then he goes, I like zombies. And then Tosh like gets ticked and
that's amazing.
It was good.
I never watched Tosh.0, but
it's only worth like maybe a fifth of its running time. Like if there's a 20-minute episode of it, like 4 minutes of it are like, oh, that was all right.
They were television, right?
Yeah, it was a
'Cause I feel
30-minute
it
show.
It was like YouTube on television, is what it seems like. The little bits I've seen.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ridiculousness completely just copied the model and now runs 24/7 on MTV.
Gross.
It's hilarious.
That turtles.
Slightly related, I knew a guy in the Navy that looked exactly like Rob Dyrdek.
I don't know what Rob Dyrdek looks like.
He's the guy in Ridiculousness.
I don't
You
think
ever
I've
watch
seen,
Fantasy Factory? Big and Rob?
Okay, to put it in perspective, I have never we had TV once growing up for the Y2K. We never had it again, and as in my adult life, I've never gotten TV.
You missed the how do I put this? You know, like all the late night television that's like made and pointed to like suburban moms, like The Bachelor and
yeah.
Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
You missed that pointedness to teenage boys.
Yeah, I missed everything pop culture ever, and now I struggle socially to connect with my millennial peers.
Yeah, because that was basically, there was like,
And I've never even seen the Harry Potter movies.
well, they're the devil, obviously.
Yeah, which like his witchcraft and whatnot. Anyway.
Yeah, you get it. But for like a good 8-10 years, Rob Dyrdek, the main character of Ridiculous, well, I say main character, it's just a show where they show videos and then Rob Dyrdek comments on them. But he had a show, Big and Rob, I think is what it was called, where it was, he had like a roommate type thing with Big. And then it was just a show about them. And then he had Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory, which was like, I don't even know if there's a show quite like it right now. Basically, he had like a literal warehouse that he just like put a skate park in. And he was like one of the main sponsors for DC, like the clothing and shoe line and stuff. Because he used to be a professional skateboarder, I think, or was fringe professional skateboarder. And he would just do ridiculous stuff where he'd be like, I bought a cannon to do this, and then he'd shoot his buddy with it. And then it was like Jackass-esque, but not as violent.
Jackass light?
But not as violent. Like, the joke wasn't hurting people all the time. It was more like, oh, check out this sweet thing. And then they'd
I can't watch Jackass.
do, like, hey, look, I got one of those Velcro walls. And he just bought one. And then the video was them jumping and sticking on the Velcro wall. And that was like 7 minutes. Yeah, it was basically like it was like a creator house before creator houses.
Gotcha.
But it was a warehouse.
Creator houses are weird.
Yeah, it was weird then and now.
And now. Yeah.
And that's basically what it was, except it was a TV show because YouTube was just like the Charlie Bit My Fingers stuff and evolution of dance and crap then.
Gotcha.
And shoes.
And shoes. My experience with TV was mostly Discovery Channel. I mean, the times we did have it.
Pretty great channel to grow up with. I mean, you got Mythbusters, you got more Mythbusters, you got How It's Made late at night when you're trying to fall asleep and you would pass out watching how licorice was made or something.
Can't relate, but we would go to Grandma's house on Sunday, and almost always that's what we'd watch because she had TV. So when we were allowed to watch TV then, and we would watch Discovery Channel.
And you're like, it's educational.
Yeah, and then when we did get Netflix eventually. As I just went and basically watched like all those.
Oh, nice.
Because that was like what I knew, I guess. I don't know.
Did you watch like
that, or I'd look for the PG
originals?
movies, the PG movies that came out in the '80s that had like boobies in it.
Man, our system back then was wild.
I found Airplane, which is actually a great movie. Has a random topless scene, and as like a 14-year-old boy, that was pretty incredible. I
don't think I've ever seen Airplane. Probably because of that scene.
It's actually funny. It's a great movie.
Oh, I've heard it's amazing, and the reason I probably wasn't allowed to watch it is because of that.
Because there's just randomly one scene where like some ladies on the airplane freak out and then run past camera topless.
That was the 80s.
That was the 80s. Like PG literally meant everything up to like
R.
Parental guidance just meant parental guidance. It was everything.
And there was no PG-13 yet.
Yeah.
So it was like you were either PG or R.
Yeah.
So think of the rules to get to R, and that was PG.
Yeah. Although the
You can
rules
basically do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, the rules changed a lot between.
The rules have actually gotten way stricter. I had this conversation with, I think it was actually my mom when she was a long time ago talking about how terrible and sinful movies are today. I hope she never listens to this podcast. But and I remember telling her, I was like, no, movies were so much worse. They were so much more violent, so much more graphic, had so much more nudity back in the day.
Like way
overall, movies are way cleaner and family friendly now.
Well, and they also delineate them more.
Yeah.
Like if it's an R-rated movie, yeah, sure, those things still apply because a lot of them are still graphic and nudity and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but
any PG or PG-13 movies are like pretty flippin' tame. Like they, other than the one F-bomb they can drop in PG-13.
Yeah, and the basically entirely clothed sex scenes they can have.
Yeah, yeah.
Which are just
they're almost hilarious.
Wrestling. Yeah.
They're pretty hilarious. It cracks me up if you're ever like, wait, what? This is a PG. Oh, there it is. The clothes to almost the scene to the morning, and then it's like a shirt.
Yeah.
The guy buttoning a shirt.
And she has the sheets up to her shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow. Oh, jeez. I only punched that twice.
Thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Anyway, Imagine Dragons can go fuck themselves.
You don't like that, Imagine Dragons?
No, actually I do. I just want to alienate that audience too.
No, there's a super big...
Yeah,
I don't know.
The new Nickelback.
Yeah, it's the new Nickelback, that a band that was popular and everyone liked, and then they...
I don't know why. I don't actually know why people hate Imagine Dragons now, because their music is fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're incredible. They're kind of a little...
I really liked
stuff,
their first album.
Yeah, I listened to their first album when I was in Italy.
Yeah, I really liked their first album.
I loved it.
I don't like their stuff as recent, because, yeah, like I said, it's formulaic, so it kind of like...
I haven't listened to any of their new stuff.
It feels...
Because even that song, Thunder, is like 5 years old now or something.
Oh, yeah, it came out in like 2016. Yeah. Jesus, 2016 is 5 years ago. Oh my gosh, almost 6. Holy cow.
I'm getting old, dude. We're going to be 30 soon.
Oh, that's weird.
Are you going to have kids?
Existential crisis.
Oh. Are you going to have kids?
That's the plan, yeah.
That's the plan?
Mm-hmm.
That's a wild one to me, because like we're literally in that time where we have to make those decisions.
I mean, most people I knew growing up, they had kids like
had
6, 7 years ago.
Everybody I know growing up, who most of them are married, and most of them or have been married twice already.
Yep, I know.
And most of them have kids.
I know a lot of those.
Yeah, a lot of the girls were married at 18.
Yeah. A lot of the
kids by like 21.
If they were lucky.
If they were lucky.
I had friends in the Navy. Ooh. A lot of them, I don't know, they got like married right as they got to their boat or a little bit after, and they're like, twice divorced now. Classic military-ness.
I don't know if I'm cut out to be a parent, dude. I don't think I'm going to have kids.
You don't want a kid that's like just yelling and you'll be like, jump off that bridge.
I just don't think I don't know. I think that I'm not qualified to be a parent, and I don't want to make more of me in the world, so I think I'm just going to stop the buck here.
You're like, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Hella respect to anybody who does. It's a hell of a...
I think we're all right. Oh, weirdly speaking of people growing up, I was talking about that, about like my graduating class and like some of the different people. So anybody's listening to this from my graduating class, it's actually not my graduating class, it's my other one. I was thinking about it and I was like, man, the grade behind us was way more successful. At least in terms of like career wise. Like, I want to say, of the tiny school that I went to all the way up until my senior year, right? There's like 20 people in each class. Pretty sure the class behind us has like 2 or 3 PhDs in it. And ours
out of Oklahoma?
Yeah. Because, like, one's like a physical therapist and one's like a pharmacist and one...
Him. Yeah.
And I was like...
Respect.
Wow, they're doing awesome for themselves. And a lot of my class is, like, still lives in the same hometown. Maybe went to school. Obviously there's probably 25% that are, like, not that, right? Like, moved to some other town, are plenty successful, they're doing whatever.
Yeah.
And most of them are, like, mildly, like, I say mildly successful in terms of, like, it's not like they're poor or anything. They're just kind of still around the same old small towns, and they work at the bank, and they have a good life, but they're not, like, excelling like the other ones where I'm like, dude, they have, like, their own practice as a dentist and stuff. Like, or one, like, one of them in the younger grade that I, like, consider, like, one of the more successful is a like, hairdresser, hair cutter person, and owns her own business and everything. And I'm like, that's flipping success. It
really is.
That is awesome. And a lot of mine is like, no, I don't know what they're doing. I don't
Went to prison.
I mean, one of them did call in a bomb threat to a gas station and get arrested.
Jesus Christ. Why
like,
a gas station?
Oh, the local gas station,
Why?
too. Because he's an idiot.
But
I would say his name, but I don't want anthrax in my mail.
But also, what?
Even though you could find out who it is pretty easily.
Yeah, because there's a magazine from Oklahoma that we talked about on
Jailbirds.
Yeah, we talked about on episode 5 or something like that.
Yeah, he was in that, I'm pretty sure.
But what is the motive to call in a bomb threat to a gas station? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, are you trying to get money out of it? Are you trying to... Did he have beef with the person that owned the gas station?
I think so, yeah.
He didn't like the gas prices in America?
I don't even think it was I don't think his intelligence could think that high.
Maybe it was an act of eco-terrorism, and he was trying to make a statement about global climate change.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
This dude barely thinks past 1 = 5.
It was a criticism of capitalism?
Nope.
And the exploitation of minimum wage workers?
Also, if you notice, I said he doesn't speak or think past 1 = 5. Because he thinks 1 = 5. He was real dumb.
If I have one bomb, plus the
gas station, I could blow up 5 terminals of gas.
It equals 5.
Gas pump terminal thingamabobs.
That's math right there, America. That's American gas right there.
I think that's the other reason when I think back to, like, the graduating class I had, I'm like, they didn't have anybody calling a bomb threat.
Yeah, I think I do.
Local gas station, man. Yeah, I think they won that one. I think my
bias is do some of my hometown people a little bad. Because I can think of a number of people that were pretty successful I grew up with. But then I think of, like, the 2 that were, like, complete shitheads. And I'm like, everybody there was a hick.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of mine are the stuck around, didn't really do much of anything other than work in the oil field.
Or work in the oil field and go to North Dakota, drive truck.
Basically.
How many people were in the town you grew up in?
1,500?
Yeah, that's certainly a small town. Because I grew up outside of...
I'm really curious.
I grew up outside of a town that I think when I was living there was still like 65,000 people. It's grown a ton since then. Well, the actual, like, town that I was closest to was like maybe 1,000 people.
Oh, never mind. 697 as of 2010. That's when I was there. Nice. 337 housing units at an average density of 674 per square mile. What a weird unit.
That is a weird unit.
That is a really weird unit.
Where I grew up in Wyoming, when I lived there, I think the population was 198 people.
See, it is in 2020. I don't think we grew much.
I doubt it. Nobody wants to live there.
No. Oh, 7. Oh, look at this nice chart. I like this.
What happened? Holy shit.
So we went 711, and then we dipped down to... Oh, nice. In 2012. That's when I left. Dude.
What happened in 2012?
So, to get an idea of how this looks wild, right? The bottom is 705.
Oh.
And the top is 719.
Oh, so that peak is a difference of 5 people.
This is literally like me and my graduating class leaving. Not flipping nuts.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's been drifting down. They're only at 710 now.
What was the peak?
719.
Damn, bro. That's
2019.
They're going down right now because COVID.
Sorry, 2015.
COVID killed them all.
Oh man, look at these numbers.
Hit me, daddy.
Take a wild guess what the percentage of white people is in that.
99.
Nah, 92. Forgot this is Oklahoma.
Oh, so there's a couple Native Americans?
Yeah. 3.3% is Native American. 3.4 is 2 or more white and Native American. And 0.6% black, 0.6% other race.
How'd they get half a black man?
I mean, I don't know. Man, look at that. What a town. God, that town was something else. And if you're listening from this town that you know what it is, I don't care.
You don't
told you that while I lived there.
You don't want to dox your childhood town that you don't live in anymore?
Oh, do you want? Oh, yeah, it's Elmore City, Oklahoma, home of the Footloose.
Footloose town.
Plot line.
Does this website have statistics for all kinds of places?
I think so, yeah.
Look up Yukon, Idaho. UCON.
Wait a minute. High school graduate. These numbers don't look right.
These here numbers don't look right. I tell you what, Bob.
Oh, high school education attainment over 25.
What?
So it's like the breakdown of the town. What are they educated?
Oh.
So we have 185 men that had high school graduate, and only 23 with some college, 18 with an associate's, 26 with a bachelor's, and 3 with a graduate degree.
Is that per capita or per year or what? What is that per?
No, that is just the
Total?
number.
Total? Jesus Christ.
It's a wild place. But here's the count. Bachelor's degree, 40. Graduate degrees, 9. How do they get these? I feel like some of these
have to be made up.
That is a term whenever you, it's called imputation, when you assume data points. Whenever you have gaps in trends or like a certain value that you can obtain because you lost it somewhere along the way.
Interesting.
That's some data science for you. This broadcast is brought to you by data science.
No, it's brought to you by 2Bs.
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 I totally meant to not do that. 1 sec.
The greatest gun retailer in America.
Let's see. What was the town name?
Yukon, Idaho. UCON.
Oh, UC?
Yeah. Yukon.
The one I know is obviously the way I spelled it with a K.
Yeah, like the territory in Canada.
Yeah.
Yukon. Why? Something.
United States, Idaho. Oh, here's this total Idaho.
Nice. What's the percentage of white people in total Idaho?
Oh, okay. Let's check this out. 89% white.
Jesus Christ.
3% other. 2.9 2 or more. 1.4% Asian. 1.3% Native American. 0.69% black, and 0.16 Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander.
Checks out.
That checks chart.
All right, now if I'm Bonneville County, it's in the boot. Oh, you're in the right neighborhood.
Oh, here it is.
Is that Bonneville?
Yep.
Sweet. Can you?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't go there specifically. Damn. Oh, but it changes the numbers.
Bonneville has 124,000 people in it.
Wow, Bonneville's growing.
Gross sits 2010, 18%. So yeah, correct.
That's actually growing quite a bit.
It is one of the higher. Oh no, here's the higher growing. Ada County.
Over there near Boise.
Yeah, looks like Boise. Yeah, here's Boise County. So south of Boise County, probably
Makes
in
sense.
Napa.
Probably.
See, I know Idaho towns.
Idaho pretty good, dude. I'll take what more.
I know from somebody from Napa. That was cheating.
Napa Valley.
I can't lie. Dang it.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, man.
Look at that spread.
Look at that.
That's actually not bad.
Looks like a bell curve.
Except for associates.
Except for associates.
Oh, here's all the marital stuff. This is an interesting little site.
So what is the site so we can tell people?
World Population Review.
World Population Review.
You can even go look at
this is the site set up by the aliens studying us.
It is, yeah.
It's the analytics for the game show they host. So it's for their sport. It's for their sport betting.
It changes over time. Whenever we lose a world leader,
change, right?
Whenever we lose a world leader,
the odds changed dramatically when Trump lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like you never know.
Whoa,
bruh.
200 largest cities in the U.S. by population. Do you think you can guess 6 of the 10?
6 of the 10? Los Angeles.
Correct.
New York.
Yep.
Shit. Dallas.
Yes. I might have to bump this number up to 8.
I'm trying to think because there's so many that I don't know that like San Francisco would end up on the top 10.
It is not, no.
But the San Francisco area is hugely populated.
Okay, I'll get it to 10 because there's 2 on here that I went, oh, I didn't know they would be that high.
Albuquerque. Is Albuquerque on there?
No, but from what I know from Albuquerque, they'd probably be like 14.
Okay. Is Austin on there?
Nope.
No.
Austin's actually a smaller town.
Okay.
It's like 400,000 if I remember right.
Cincinnati.
Nope.
Pittsburgh.
Nope.
Fuck.
Man, I should have kept it at 6.
Yeah, all right. I don't know then.
All right. New York.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Chicago.
Oh, I should have said Chicago. Oh, it was going to be my next one. Damn it.
The Texas town you thought we're probably thinking of when you said Austin. Houston.
I said Houston though, didn't I?
No, you said Austin.
I said Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is later down the line.
Okay.
Houston is the town that's the big town in southeastern Texas. Yeah. Phoenix. Phoenix is huge.
Oh, I should have said Phoenix. God.
Philadelphia.
Huh?
San Antonio.
What?
That?
What? Get out of here.
That blew my mind.
If Austin's not on there, San Antonio can't.
That's what I had no idea San Antonio.
That's what I'm saying.
San Diego.
Oh, God damn it. I should have
Dallas.
gone south.
San Jose. 1,336,000.
I didn't know San Jose was that big.
Me neither. Oh, here's like the top. Then Fort Worth, Texas. That's Jacksonville, Florida. Wow, that's a big place. Columbus, Ohio. Charlotte, Indianapolis, San Francisco, Seattle, Denver, Washington, D.C., Boston, El Paso, Texas. Wow. Nashville, Oklahoma City, Las Vegas, Detroit, Portland, Memphis, Louisville, Milwaukee, Baltimore, Albuquerque. Whoa, Albuquerque only has 500,000 people.
I thought it was bigger. I thought it was like 700,000.
It probably counts Rio Rancho, though.
For sure.
Tucson, Mesa, Fresno, Sacramento, Atlanta, Kansas City, Colorado Springs, Raleigh, Omaha, Miami, Long Beach, California, Virginia Beach, Oakland, 440,000. Minnesota, Tampa, Tulsa, Arlington, which is also basically Dallas. Dallas, if you put them together, would dang near be the biggest. If you put Arlington at 400,000, Fort Worth is just under 1 million, so 1.4, we'll call it 1.3, and then Dallas is 1.3. It'd be 2.6 and would put it at like 4, which is crazy because Houston is 2.3.
Jesus
so Houston
Christ.
is huge.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Dang right.
Big shit. LA's still bigger.
Tacoma, Washington, 105. Look at that. Modesto, 107.
Get some Modesto.
Heck yeah. San Bernardino.
I don't know why crazy population density's a win, but...
Yeah, a lot of people... Yeah, you have to buy your concert tickets early. Suck it.
Yee.
Where were we? Oh, we don't make the top 200. Rip. And by we,
Yeah,
I
but
mean
what about Boise? Where's Boise?
Oh, Boise?
Is Boise on that there list? I'll tell you what, boy.
I mean, I would think it is.
It's not big though. It's not huge.
I bet it's like 300,000. That's my guess.
I think that's actually like spot on because I looked it up one time. I think it's like in that neighborhood.
Did 229.
Damn,
so close.
boy.
It is number 101, just ahead of Spokane, Washington.
Spokane word.
Spokane word, Washington. Amen.
Spokane, Washington.
How long have we been recording?
Forever.
Nice. Just cut it in half.
I don't know. Do you want to wrap it up?
We probably should. Oh, creeper van. Everyone listen. Ooh, it's getting louder.
I really hope that this is detectable in the recording.
I mean, if not, you'll just chop it. Or better yet, we'll make them listen. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
That is ice cream brought to you by the local serial kidnapper.
It is the scuzziest, most rundown looking ice cream van I've ever seen.
It's got the...
I feel like Pennywise drives that.
It's got the so many stickers on it that all the paint is peeled off.
Yeah. Like you go up to it and it's like, hey, Georgie, you want an ice cream?
And the ice cream is like never moved in the front.
The
so
ice
it's
cream
just
probably
in the sun.
The ice cream probably has maggots in it.
Ugh, I cannot. So he goes in like all the neighborhoods around here, right? I've never seen him. Well, I take that back. I did see him stop in one neighborhood, and I was like, no, don't
do it. Choose life.
Choose life. Don't get kidnapped and put in the basement.
Don't pick childhood trauma.
I think that's worse than. Well, I mean, it's obviously it would still be childhood trauma, but that would be horrific.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the runtime because we did talk for like 15 minutes before we actually introed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 20 minutes right now.
Oh, that's not bad.
So,
should we talk about self-driving cars? That thing I wanted to talk about, but we never got to.
Yeah, let's do it, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Nice. So back to the all-American drivers.
Should I take a anti stance and rage about what you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Fucking self-driving cars. You anti-American piece of shit.
I thought you were going to be more eloquent about it, but all right.
Okay. I bequeath you to reconsider this impossible proposition you have made. I refuse to subject my destiny to the hands of an unthinking machine. Yet it behooves us as humans, as thinking beings, to control our destiny.
Are you cool?
Is that better?
Are you cool with trains that run themselves?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever, dude. That's chill.
Oh, okay, cool. What about autopilot on planes?
I mean, the pilot's right there. It'll be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Also, like, you can't drive off the road when you're in the air, stupid.
Oh, that's a good point. It's not like you're up in several thousand feet and would crash
I wouldn't want
and
them
immediately die.
I wouldn't want them to like land on autopilot though. That'd be scary. I'd rather have a person do that.
And if they did, theoretically, if they did do that, would you be cool with self-driving cars?
Cars,
or even, would you be cool if the plane could?
Well, I mean, that's crossing that line. I don't know, man.
So flying good, landing bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if I told you the pilot grabs it right as it touches the ground? So it did all the flying towards the ground.
Oh,
and
that's fine because I'm pretty sure the computer can like line it up because they don't have to like worry about inconsistencies in human reflexes and stuff. And the pilot's there looking. As long as he's got the wheel when it's on the ground, that's fine.
Oh, cool. Question: are you cool with the signals, like in the streets.
Turn signals?
No, like
I don't use them.
No, like your stoplight. Those go automatically. Computer controls those. Are you cool with those?
Yeah, that's fine. So
Are
that's
you
the way
cool with
that's the
the,
way we've always done it.
You cool with the stock market running stuff, even though it's largely on computers?
Well, now I don't know much about investing. I just put my money in my mattress.
Nice. Oh, that was a thunderstorm.
So, but I don't really know what investing has to do with driving cars.
Oh, okay. Are you cool with those auto money counters at the bank?
I don't trust them.
What about the ones that count your coins at Walmart?
I think a person should have to do that.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
don't trust them. I always count my coins before I put them in there, so I know if they don't count them right.
So you do use them?
Well, because I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
I think it's commie bullshit.
That makes sense. Thank you, Ted, for coming in.
But anyway, self-driving cars.
They need to happen, Captain.
I agree.
There's a company. I'd look it up, but I don't know how to find it.
Is it called Tesla?
No, it's an independent company that puts 39 cameras, I want to say, onto Chrysler vans and run them completely autonomously.
I think it's amazing. I think we need
in
to do
cities.
We need to do more than cameras, though. I think we need cars to be able to communicate with each other in proximity, so Bluetooth would work. I don't know about signal congestion though, but if cars could communicate, that would also be important.
Yeah, my point more was the camera one works right now. Granted, the future would need. If only there was I don't know, a system of connections and some sort of network that did that stuff already. Like your phone. Except
get out of here.
Or the internet.
You probably want 5G, don't you? You know that's how the coronavirus started, don't you?
Don't you know?
Boy, communist bastard. I seen somebody in Tyvek one time working on a cell tower, and Tyvek is to prevent radiation poisoning. So I know 5G is bad.
That's good.
I literally saw that.
Oh, that somebody posted.
Somebody had a picture of a guy wearing a Tyvek. He was probably painting something. But they're like, these Tyveks are to prevent radiation, which means there's so much radiation up there. That guy has to wear a suit to work on the 5G tower. Never mind that, first of all, it's non-ionizing radiation. Second of all, Tyvek would do absolutely nothing.
Oh,
so it wouldn't matter. It's only a slightly higher frequency than a microwave. And microwave is stopped by a fucking piece of corrugated steel.
Yeah, but it heats up your food.
Yeah, but the waves are so big that it can't get through those holes in the metal, so it's shielded by that.
It sounds like nonsense to me,
but that's why I put my testicles in front of the microwave. That's how I do birth. That's how I do birth control.
Jesus. Oh, anyway, so I have 8 kids.
Anyway, I have 8 kids, but I believe Well, actually, to be completely honest with you, I don't believe in birth control. We should end this.
I think we're on a good roll. We gotta keep going.
Let's really dig this now. I don't believe in birth control. Really, the whole microwave my testicles thing is just for my own gratification. What do you think of that?
What gratification is that?
I just think that so the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got real big and strong with radiation.
With gamma rays.
But I figure radiation is radiation, right?
Radiation.
Yeah, and you say I'm going to go nuke my food when you're saying you're going to use a microwave, which means it's radiation, right? Because nukes make radiation. So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking put my junk in front of the microwave and then turn it on, and I'll get a bigger penis because the Hulk got bigger.
Well, I mean, how can you refute that?
I think that's logic.
I mean, that's just common sense.
That's just common sense.
Oh man, have we had a podcast about common sense yet?
No.
I want to like
a soapbox.
We need to like. Do we need to have a soapbox?
We should have a. That's a brilliant idea. Next episode, we're having a soapbox episode. We'll cook them prepared with our soapbox items.
Can one of my soapbox items be how annoying college is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It can be whatever you want to get on a soapbox about.
Okay. Can the segment actually be called "What Really Grinds My Gears"?
Yeah.
That's a Family Guy reference.
How was it?
Yeah. It was It was one of the news segments that Peter would do. You know what really grinds my gears? And then it had a set of gears behind him, like on the news.
Just grinding out.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good.
Just gears.
Anywho, soapbox episode.
Soapbox episode. Why is it gonna be a soapbox?
It can be a milk carton or whatever you want. Just something to get above
Next episode,
everybody.
milk carton challenge.
Oh, I can get up to 7.
And I don't believe you. I won't see it.
They're all flat on the ground, but I just walk across. Once you get to 8, though, you start getting a little wobbly.
Whoa.
Because I put on uneven grass.
Because you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Not an idiot because you're walking on milk crates, just because you put on uneven grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to speed run this, like Mario.
Like Mario?
Also, new Mario movie. With a bunch of high profile people in it.
With fucking Mr. Star-Lord as Mario.
I know.
Which is so weird.
I want it to be good. And I also want it to be bad, you know?
Why shouldn't it be? It should be Danny DeVito as Mario, though.
He's kind of old now.
So?
I don't know if his voice would fit any.
Probably not. I just don't think, what's his name?
Young DeVito? Yeah.
What the hell's the fucking dude's name? Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt,
I'm
Michael.
not sure he's a Mario. I'm not like invested to that franchise.
Oh, I'm not either. I don't actually really. I like playing Mario Kart for the. I don't even know why. It's not really nostalgia. I think I just like racing games. So cool. I never played Mario growing up. I was a Pokemon kid through and through.
Oh yeah, I was a Toys R Us kid.
Nice. Toys R Us is coming back. Did you see that?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was gone.
It has been bought out or partnered or something with Macy's.
Okay.
Some other dying store, and they went comboed.
How is that going to work? Amazon's gutted those corpses.
You know, will it probably die in 6 months?
I feel like they're just giving mouth to mouth to like a body that's like been disemboweled or something.
I mean, probably. I think the idea...
They're like, breathe, breathe! And then he has like no rib cage left.
God, that is... Here we go. Toys R Us and Macy's team up to open 400 stores. Toys R Us is making yet another comeback.
See, the thing is, like...
Oof.
I feel like that market's gone.
As a Toys R Us kid... These guys get it. Oh, man.
But do you disagree?
Is Amazon heading to shopping malls?
I would never. So. I would never go to an Amazon retail location.
No, because then I
literally,
would go...
what's the point?
Yeah,
I don't use Amazon. I don't use the fucking biggest company in human history. I don't know if that's actually true.
Did you know that they made a comeback under new ownership and opened 2 stores in 2019? Toys R Us.
Damn.
2 stores. And now partnering with Macy's to open 400.
Isn't Macy's dying?
Yeah.
Aren't they all dying? Isn't just retail shopping in general dying?
Yeah. I think there might be, and this is not like I'm super confident, but I just have like maybe we're going to see a pendulum switch the other way where there's going to be a generation of kids that go, could you imagine if you could see the stuff on Amazon in person? and we're gonna have like that weird little counter shift.
I could see like that dichotomy of people that are like tired of getting stuff that's not quite like you saw on Amazon and doesn't work quite like you expected because you never got to handle it.
That's what I'm thinking. But they go, oh, this quality doesn't feel that good.
The convenience of being able to never leave your house to get stuff, though. Also, I'm waiting for the day when...
People did dumb things.
I'm waiting for the day
years.
when all I do is I order containers of material and then I click print.
We're getting closer to a lot of that.
And then I just have a printer that makes me everything I need.
If you know how to run whatever that building thing is, like 90-ish% of things, you could do that.
Yeah.
Obviously not like electronics, but like most
but that's coming too.
Smaller things.
I mean, electronics are coming too, though.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I'm going to get me... We're already getting to the point where you can 3D print food, so...
Are you going to build your own desktop?
God, I need to. See, here's the deal. I've decided I'm not going to buy a computer yet. If I buy a computer, it's going to be just another laptop that's, a few $100. Because I'm saving up money to market my book.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to probably be around $12,000 by the time I'm done getting it edited and all that shit.
Fair enough.
And so for me, I'll get a gaming PC after I put a book out. And that's going to be my reward for putting a book out.
Nice. So I want to give myself a sweet steering wheel thing whenever I graduate with my master's.
Like, I think if I get the book out, then the reward is a gaming PC. I graduated with my bachelor's, and that was my car that I bought early, but I knew I was going to graduate, so.
Yeah, you weren't, like, on the edge.
No, I was, yeah.
I keep bumping this flipping.
So, I mean, at this point, I think we should try to hit 2 hours. We only got 20 minutes left.
Removing the 15 minutes of earlier prologue.
I mean, we'll fudge the numbers.
Just leave in the beginning part of us like, blah, 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 blah.
Except for the stuff that I said I literally had to cut.
Oh, yeah. You'll be like, and then the middle of my sentence, it's like, what happened there? I mean, and this is redacted.
Regardless, we're already at the longest episode we've done, so.
Wow. Dude, it's almost 5 o'clock.
Oh, do you want to wrap it up then?
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, I've literally only had breakfast, so I should probably go get food too.
I had a restaurant that I won't name because they didn't sponsor us. What the heck? Just because we only have 82 downloads total? What the heck, restaurant? Sponsor us.
It was... And then I found $5, the restaurant. Thank you guys for listening.
I don't think I could ever open a restaurant.
Hell no. Dude, food service is like the hardest industry to get into and then to stay in. The margins are just abysmally small.
Abysmal.
Getting qualified labor that you can actually pay is difficult because you're not making any money because your margins are so small. If you franchise, you're paying out the ass to the franchisor. It's just almost an impossible industry.
Yeah, screw that nonsense.
Anyway, and then I found $5.
Yeah, and
okay,
maybe
bye.
a Chick-fil-A.
Okay, bye.
Thunder.
Lightning. And the thunder. Thunder. I don't remember anything else of that song.
That's basically all the lyrics.
Lightning. And the thunder. Thunder. Okay, bye.